One day, while the Buddha was preaching near the city of Savatthi to guide sentient beings, a wealthy man came to see him. With his hands clasped respectfully, he said, "Lord Buddha, please forgive me for not bowing down as I should. I am suffering greatly from obesity, laziness, and other ailments that make every step painful." The Buddha, seeing the man surrounded by luxury and indulgence, asked, "Would you like to know the cause of your condition?" The man nodded sincerely, eager to learn. The Buddha said, "There are 5 causes for your physical suffering: overeating, love of sleep, chasing after sensual pleasures, lack of thoughtfulness, and not engaging in anything meaningful. Practice moderation in eating, and train yourself by taking on some responsibilities. Do something useful for others. If you follow this advice, your health and longevity will improve." After some time practicing the Buddha's teachings, the wealthy man gradually regained his health, lightness, and youthful vitality. He returned to see the Buddha, this time without servants, horses, or any of the luxuries he once clung to. With eyes full of gratitude, he said, "Lord, thanks to you, I am cured. Today I have not come for my body, but to seek enlightenment for my mind." The Buddha smiled and said, "Ordinary people nourish only their bodies, but the wise nourish their minds as well. Those who chase after desires and indulgence are sowing the seeds of their own destruction. But those who walk the path of righteousness not only avoid evil, but also gain a long and meaningful life." He continued, "If you only eat well, sleep much, live without purpose or reflection, what will become of you? If today you are just a tender root, living like this forever, can you ever grow into a great tree?" The Buddha continued to guide the man with words both simple and deeply profound. Seek balance in life, between rest and activity, enjoyment and responsibility. If you live only to eat, sleep, and pursue pleasure, without contributing anything meaningful to your community or those around you, what will you become? Where will such a life lead you? He gave an analogy. If now you are just a small root and already living carelessly, then what kind of tree will you grow into? A fragile trunk or a mighty tree that shelters others? The Buddha urged, "Set goals for yourself. Find a job or an ideal to pursue. Don't live your days in vain. Enjoy life, yes, but also strive to make the world better. And above all, nourish your mind, because only when the mind is strong can you begin to understand the deeper workings of this universe." The Buddha ended his teaching with a message that was both gentle and awakening. Life is not merely for survival, but for growth of both body and spirit. He said, "Always seek harmony between yin and yang, between rest and action, between enjoyment and contribution. True happiness does not come from satisfying the senses alone, but from living with purpose and usefulness." He advised, "Live joyfully, but don't be lazy. Eat moderately, sleep sufficiently, and take time to do things that matter. Life becomes richer when you give to others and continually grow your wisdom." Finally, the Buddha emphasized, "The mind is like a field. If well cared for, it will bloom with understanding, clarity, and peace. When your mind is illuminated, you will see the path clearly and understand more deeply what is moving within this universe." The story closes with a message that is simple yet powerful. Life is not just a string of meaningless days spent in self-indulgence, but a journey to find balance and meaning. We cannot live just to eat, to sleep, or to seek fleeting pleasures while forgetting our responsibilities to ourselves and our communities. If you live only for pleasure, with no thought, no purpose, your life will become empty. But if you know how to practice restraint, live with ideals, and nurture your soul, then you are walking a path toward true wisdom and peace. Set goals for yourself. Ask, "Who am I becoming?" Each day, do something that nourishes your mind, enriches your soul, and makes you useful to this world. This story was not just meant for one wealthy man long ago. It is meant for all of us, here and now. The story concludes with a message for all of us, those journeying through life amidst busyness, worries, and moments of losing our way. The Buddha did not only heal a weary body, but also opened a path for the soul to grow and awaken. He never asked us to abandon joy or beauty in life, but simply showed us how to live in wholeness, to enjoy and to give, to rest and to strive. Life is a pursuit of balance between doing and resting, between stillness and motion, between body and spirit. Ask yourself each day, how am I living? Do my actions today nourish my soul? Choose a life of meaning. Let every act and every word contribute to shaping a wiser, more loving self. For when the mind is nourished, we see our path more clearly amidst this vast universe. This is not just an old tale, but a gentle reminder for all of us today. In a world full of temptations and a fast-paced life, it's easy to fall into the cycle of temporary satisfaction, eating well, sleeping long, chasing pleasures, while forgetting the deeper goal of life, to grow in spirit. Life doesn't always need to be grand. Sometimes it's simply about pausing, listening to yourself, and asking, what am I living for? Doing meaningful work, loving those around you, and dedicating time each day to nurture your mind, that alone makes for a precious life. As the Buddha once taught, if you live only to satisfy the body, you are planting seeds of your own decay. But if you nurture your mind, then even in silence, you are growing day by day. Thank you for listening to this story. May you always walk in peace and always find your own light along life's path. Don't just live to exist. The story you just heard is a gentle reminder about how to live. Seek balance, live with purpose, and nourish your mind every day. Don't just live to exist, live to grow, to understand yourself, and to spread goodness to others. Thank you for listening. This is Echoes of the Past, where small stories bring great strength. See you again in the next journey, wishing you peace and abundance always.